Anti-government protests have rocked Venezuela the past few weeks, many led by students fed up with their country's struggling economy. The deadly unrest has cast fresh doubts over the socialist government President Nicolas Maduro is now running after longtime leader Hugo Chavez died last year. And I'm joined now by VOA Spanish branch reporter Alberto Pimienta. Thank you so much for joining me, Alberto. What are the conditions that led to these protests?
Well, there are several things that are contributing to what's happening right now in Venezuela. One of them, it's the economy. Inflation right now, it's 56%. The other is just the conditions for people in everyday life. Say, for example, when you need something at your house, a food product, let's say, you simply go to the store and you get it. Well, in Venezuela, you don't have that chance. You go to the store and you don't find most of the things you need. As well, I mean, crime is absolutely rampant. Last year, around 24,000 people were killed in Venezuela just because of crime. So just imagine living in those conditions where you are not safe even in your home. It's almost impossible in Venezuela to know a person that hasn't been affected by crime, say kidnappings, robberies, their car has been stolen. So crime is absolutely, there's really no way that the government can control what's happening right now in that sense. So there's just so many things. And I think this is the first time that protests in Venezuela are not a consequence of a political result of an election. I think this time what's driving these protests is people are really unhappy with what's happening. As I said, the economy, crime, food shortages, all of these factors are part of what's happening in Venezuela right now. People are getting fed up and they want to do something about it.
But you're from Venezuela and you've seen things like these before. These protests are not new. What are the guarantees that Chavez-era policies would be sustained in the future?
Well, until this moment, Hugo Chavez died last year, and after him, Nicolás Maduro, the president, this moment, he took over office. And nothing has changed, really. And some of their economical policies have not been successful, and that's why some analysts say that we are at this point right now. So are they going to survive or not? I mean, if they're going to keep being in the way they are right now with the economy, I mean, things are going to keep getting worse and worse. So are they going to survive? We don't really know. But if things stay this way, people are going to keep protesting because, as I said, conditions in the country are just really bad right now.
But there are still many supporters of President Maduro and the Chavez policies. Where do they go from here?
I think what happens is that even though the conditions in the country are really bad, the majority of the support to Chavismo, to Maduro, comes from the impoverished. And what happens was that before Chavez, and way before Maduro, 15, 16, 17, 20 years ago, these people were almost ignored by the governments we had back then. So even though things are really bad, conditions are really bad for them, they don't want to go to pre-Chavez Venezuela where they were not paid attention at all. So I think the supporters are still going to be there because, as I said, they do not want to go back to the past. They don't want to go back to being ignored. At least now with Chavez, now with Maduro, they have a place in the social arena in the country.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. Alberto Pimienta from VOA Spanish Service. Thanks for your time.